Okay, come. Good morning, please sit down. So, your name is Komalini.
Yes, sir.
Are you like your name? Or you are
Yes,
a
sir,
tough girl?
Sir, I really love my name.
It's a very nice name. Which place do you belong to?
Sir, I basically belong to Kinnaur, which is in Himachal Pradesh, but I currently reside in Solan.
To go over there, you know.
Sir, regarding my family,
Hmm.
sir, my father is posted as a school principal in a village near my hometown in Kinnaur, and my mother stays with him as well.
Okay.
And I am the only one staying in Solan. And other than that, my younger brother is currently pursuing his masters in politics, so he's in Delhi.
You are staying with whom?
So I stay alone.
Taking a room or rent?
I know, sir, we own a house.
You own a house. Alright. So, educate me a little bit about Kinnaur as well as Solan. What kind of places these are? What developments are going on? And what facilities are available? How do you see your place, both the places, next 5 years?
Sir, to talk about Kinnaur, Kinnaur is a very beautiful area. It is generally, the main source of income is generally from the tourism as well as from the agriculture sector.
Mm-hmm.
The main production from Kinnaur is of apples as well as dry fruits.
Okay.
And other than that, there are certain hydropower projects that are being built in the Kinnaur. Though there are little protests against them because it is causing large impacts on some of the village areas. And other than that, I see Kinnaur as a very developing, and it still has a large scope of development in the future. Yes. And sir, regarding Solan, Solan is more of a connecting bridge between between the region, and it is generally the population which resides in the Solan are basically of students who are pursuing something or are preparing for any exam. Because of its affordability, it is becoming a education hub. Yes.
Do you have only the house or you have the agricultural area also?
So a little bit of it.
You have apple orchards now?
So in Kinnaur, yes sir, we have,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Okay. So good to know that your places are very nice and the weather is cool at both places.
Yes sir, in Kinnaur it is always cool, but in Solan it is more of a moderate weather.
Okay. So how do you, like since you are coming from Solan, how do you compare Solan with Dehradun?
Sir, Solan and Dehradun are mostly similar. The only difference that I found is the organization of the houses here.
Okay.
In Dehradun, the houses are very well organized, but in Solan we cannot really find such houses even in the lavish areas.
Mhm. Okay. So, Komal, during the next 2 minutes, we'll talk more about you
Yes, sir.
and cover various areas like your education,
Yes, sir.
family, interest, hobbies, spare time activities, etc.
Yes, sir.
I have some idea about you from this document that you have submitted to us that is called the PIQ. But I would like to know more, and this more you will tell me.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so feel free to talk about yourself. Since you are a student, I would like to start with education. Suppose you tell me about your education starting from, say, class 10 onwards.
Yes, sir.
I would be interested to know what have been your favorite subjects, which subjects you did not care much about the grades and the percentages that you achieved in various exams, co-curricular activities and extracurricular activities that were available to you, the activities that you participated, and your achievements in those activities. Okay? Tell me about the friend circle. Who are your close friends? Why do you feel they are close to you? If there are some friends whom you avoided, then tell me about it. That also. On the same lines, your favorite teachers and the ones who have not impressed you for some reason. Finally, what is your ambition in life? And what have you done for it so far? And what are your plans to be onwards?
Sir, starting from my 10th education, as you can clearly see from my result as well, I was a very bright student, and as my father was also a teacher, he focused more towards the academic side, and the sports facility and to that much extent. So I did not participated much. And the other reason for less participation was because my house was way far away from the school. So because of the bus facilities, it was not feasible for me to join the extracurricular activities. And after 10th, during my plus one and plus two, I showed more participation towards the school activities. Like I participated in the volleyball team, which went for the CBSE cluster in Chandigarh, and I also was a school prefect in my school. And after that, when I joined my college for graduation and post graduation at NIT Hamirpur, the campus was really nice, and along with academics, I actively participated in extracurricular activities as well. I was the discipline head of the committee for girls, and I also was an active member of the sports committee. And along with that, if I have to say what my favorite subjects were, I did not favor any particular subject in general till my 10th class, because I was keen to learn more, and I did not really focus more towards the grade. I was there to grasp the knowledge. And in my plus one and plus two, I was more keen towards the mathematics because of my teacher. He taught us really well, and we were able to focus more towards that line, and that really led to my interest in engineering, and that is why I cracked JEE and got admission in NIT.
Tell me about friends and your ambition.
Yes, sir. So about my friends, I do not really have a specific type or a category on which I can really fall my friends on. But if I have to say, I would say that I make friends depending upon how they treat me and how I feel like I should be treated. If I do not really make a preconceived notion about anybody. I think about I make friends based upon what I perceive of them as for the time being when I meet them, and how they treat me. And my ambition in life is to live a satisfactory life, and that is why I want to join the armed forces.
But why only armed forces? You can live satisfactory life doing anything.
Sir, as you can clearly see that I'm an engineer, computer science engineer, and it would be really beneficial for me to enter the corporate job after getting the degree from such a recognized university. But during my last year in the college, my friends were very indulged towards the defense sector. That also sparked the interest in me, and as I grew upon that, I realized that the defense sector is a perfect combination for me, and it would provide a well-balanced life for me, and I would be able to actively participate in many aspects of my life, and I would be able to properly use my engineering degree to its full extent, as many of the branches in the armed forces are looking for highly qualified engineers, and it would be better for my country so that I can use my my full capabilities for it.
So you have written two things, NIT and NIT Hamirpur.
Yes.
That at two places you have written, one you have written 76%,
Yes, sir.
other 82%. What are these two different things?
Sir, it is the CGPI that I have calculated, and it is just the degree final grades that I have achieved.
Because you have written at two places, you could have
Yes,
written
sir.
only at one place.
No, sir, you might be have got confused regarding the passing year 2022.
It is same. Come and see.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is same because I was enrolled in an integrated course.
Okay.
So the degree was provided at the end of the master's degree only. You cannot end the course in between.
Okay.
Yes, sir. That is why it's the same here.
So you could have written at only one place that integrated course.
Then, sir, what would be the use of writing two degrees?
Alright. Then you should write something more clearly here.
Okay, sir. Sure.
Fine. So you are academically qualified and now you mathematics, definitely computer science. Did maths come out with any use in your computer science engineering?
Yes,
Only
sir.
in first semester.
No, sir. It was there for the top 3 semesters, and Other than that, I think mathematics is essential for daily life purposes as well.
So this NIT you got through JEE Advanced.
JEE Mains, sir.
JEE Mains.
Yes.
What was the percentage?
Sir, during my time there was not a percentile system. It was introduced later. Sir, I got 60 marks out of 360, but I was able to qualify.
60 out of 360.
Yes, sir. But I was able to qualify because of the home state quota as well as the ST quota. Yes.
So was it because of your your choice was computer science or you got computer science?
Sir, my choice was civil engineering at first, but according to the ranking, they give you the option, and I was qualified for the integrated course of computer science.
Alright. So now that we have decided to join the armed forces,
Yes.
I'll ask my question in 3 parts. You can answer them one by one. First, what do you feel are the qualities required to be in a military officer? Secondly, out of that, what all qualities you feel are there available in your personality? Third part is, if you feel those qualities are there in you, how did you come to know and where have you shown those qualities? Okay.
So the most important quality that I think that should be there for an officer to be in the armed forces is to be a good individual. If a person is a good individual, they will always think about every aspect of the life in a positive manner.
Okay.
And along with that, I think that if you are joining the armed forces, the discipline in your life is already inculcated in you.
Okay.
And other than that, there should be adequate adaptability towards the group, to work in the team, and also some leadership qualities to lead the team in difficult situations.
Okay.
And the qualities that I think I possess is I'm very adaptable and flexible towards joining any group. I really do not shy away from talking with others people, and I am very keen to learn about others. And other than that, I also like to motivate my friends, as well as I personally do not think harm about any other person. And if I find that anybody else is planning or maybe even got struck by such ideas, I like to process their energy in this right direction.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And so what was the last question?
And where have you shown these qualities in?
Sir, that would be in my life experiences, like when let us take the recent example. Like when I joined the defense classes here, and many of my batchmates, especially girls, were not really motivated, or they felt very down during the classes when they were not able to perform well. I helped them in their practice sessions, as well as I solved their doubts regarding the subjects. And as I was already a repeater, they trusted me with that process, and I think I was very helpful to them for that.
Fine. So do you have a role model in your life?
Yes, sir.
Who is the role model and what are those qualities that you feel you should emulate?
Yes, sir. So my role model in my life is my father.
Okay.
It is because he had never given up on anything, and he himself inculcates the values in us regarding that we should never give up. And although he was not able to achieve his goal to become a doctor in his life, but he had supported me as well as my father, my brother, and he had always motivated us to do everything in our full potential.
One is not giving up. What are the other qualities you admire in your father?
Yes, sir. The other would be the sense of responsibility.
Okay.
Because when we were in school, my father financially supported his younger brother's kids, who are my cousins, as well as my my aunt's kids, who were all staying at our place, and he supported them financially and guided them in the right decision, right direction.
Now you have taken, a good subject for engineering. If not military, then what other career is on your mind?
So currently I am only focusing towards the military because I think that if we are given options, we start looking for loopholes
Okay.
or maybe a way to escape. I want to fully dedicate. That's why I didn't choose a corporate job.
So this is 2022. So from 22 till today, it is 24.
Yes.
How have you utilized these 2 years? What all efforts have you made?
At the time when I had just graduated, or maybe I should say post-graduated, I was lacking in my current affairs. So I focused towards my current affairs, and the subjects in the that are required to qualify even the written exams were very different from my core subjects. So I had to practice a lot, although I was very good at it at the 10th level, but I did not really remember much about it. So I tried my best and I was able to crack the exam twice. So I think it is.
So what all exams have you given for defense?
So for defense, I have tried for CDS as well as for FCAT.
How many CDS, how many FCAT attempts?
So FCAT attempts would be 4. One was in the last year of the college and 3 are in the running. And for CDS, it is also 3. One in the last year and the last 2 in the past.
So CDS you could not clear?
No, sir.
Why so?
Sir, I do not. It was maybe I was lacking in much towards the current affairs. I was focusing more towards the current affairs, but in CDS there are many depth questions regarding the subjects such as geography, history, and I think I was somewhat lacking in those depths, and I am trying to overcome those things.
Okay. FCAT you cleared twice out of 4 times.
Yes, sir.
So now that you said that you are a repeater. Your friends also call you a repeater.
Yes, sir.
I do not call you a repeater. I said you are an experienced person. But if you talk about your experience of SSB,
Yes, sir.
what have you learned about yourself? How have you analyzed your performance, and how differently did you prepare this time? And when you go to the SSB this time, how do I say that you are a better person? Tell me more.
Sir, in my last attempt, I was not fully prepared. I was fully prepared for the written exam, but I did not focus much towards the SSB factor. And the other one would be that I was overconfident, or we can say underconfident in situations, and the real life experiences really play a major part in the role. As I have learned that we need to have a real experience towards the we can say the process. So that is why I have taken upon myself to get coaching to get me through it, and it really helps with the stress factor, because sometimes you know everything, but in the panic you mess up everything. Then I do not want to do that again. Yes, sir.
So which are the areas you have given more focus this time?
Sir, that would be towards my current affairs, strength toward the current affairs. I have focused more towards the geopolitics as well as for the foreign relations. And as my brother is also pursuing his master's in politics, he had also helped me a lot.
So how did you study about current affairs, geopolitics, and foreign affairs?
Sir, I usually refer to my Google page for that, for the top news, and if I find any article that has intrigued me or is related to what I want to see, I usually read up the article, as well as I refer to different platforms such as StudyIQ or Drishti IS for a deeper dive.
Good. So that tells me about your academic related activities. Now I would like to know about your family.
Yes, sir.
If you tell me about your family, I would like to know about everyone who stays with you,
Yes, sir.
their education, their occupation, how do you all spend time together, their activities at home, whom do you approach when you have a problem, or when you have to tell a secret. What are the activities in which you personally involve yourself with the family members? How much pocket money you get? Because as a young lady, you need some kind of pocket money sometime. Who gives you how much, and how do you spend that money? Plus, you can tell me about your neighborhood, who are your friends, who are your acquaintances in the neighborhood, and what kind of social, cultural, or other activities you participate in their life.
Yes, sir. family, I would like to start with my father. He is an MSc graduate, postgraduate in chemistry major, and as a result, he was selected to be the chemistry lecturer at various organizations. He usually works in the government sector. He's in the HP board. And about my mother, she's an housemaker, and she had also completed her masters in sociology, but she had focused more towards our family rather than developing her own career. And about my younger brother, he's currently pursuing his master's MA in sociology from JNU. And usually we all are in separate areas, but if when we are all together, we always love to share a meal, and we usually talk in the morning time around 11-12 over some fruits or any other snacks that we would be having. And other than that, if my mother and I are only the people in the house, we usually spend our tea time together. Yes, and my relationship with my neighbors is I'm very friendly with them, and there are not many people of my age in my neighborhood. They are either too big or too small for my age. But I usually play with them and talk to them from time to time. Sir, can you please repeat the questions that I have missed?
What are the activities you involve yourself with the family member? Whom do you tell your secrets, your pocket money?
Sir, about my secrets, I usually do not have many secrets, but if I do, I share it with my mother, because our relationship with each other is more like friends. So, and regarding pocket money, I would say that I usually do not ask for pocket money from my parents. But as I live alone in that house, I do get rent, and from that rent, I usually manage my daily expenses as well as other activities that I would like to have.
So, how much rent you get from that house?
Sir, there are 4 rooms that are available, and the rent is around 15,000. But some part of it, like 4,000, goes to my brother because he has to pay for the LICs. And other than that, the remaining part, the remaining 11,000 goes with me, from which I pay the electricity bill and as well as the gas bills and the PLI or PLI, and I spend the other money on my daily necessities such as kitchen essentials, and whatever I save, I keep it in my bank account so that when my mother will come, we can spend it on some other essentials or some.
So that money you don't send home. It remains in your account.
Yes, sir. It is for more towards like a security in case of any emergency.
So that is account is in your name or father's name?
Yes, it is, sir. It is on my name.
Father, on your name.
Yes, sir.
So that rent they have given it to you. That
Yes, sir.
It is your money.
Yes, it is.
So you are staying in how many rooms?
Sir, I usually stay in 2 rooms. Although we also have another room set, but we do not usually use it because in the summer times. But during the winter times, when other family members come, like such as we can say our grandparents or any other relative, we usually.
So you are using 2 rooms and a kitchen.
Yes, sir.
You have an entire flat for you. It's a flat or it's a house?
Say it's a house.
And the rooms which are on rent, they are in the same building or?
Say it's in the same building.
Same building. How much money is there in your account?
So right now, it would be approximately, I think, 15,000.
That's all.
Yes, sir. It is more like we collect the money from 2 to 3 months, and then after that we spend it on utensils or any other essentials.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, how much money generally you spend for yourself apart from your bills and all?
Okay, sir. So usually when I am alone in the house, I do not go to the library. Other than that, if my family is in the house, I go towards to the library, and for that I only need 800 for the library cost,
Per
and
month.
yes, sir, per month, and 600 to 700 for the fare. As I usually use the government transportation system, yes, that's more than enough.
Fine. So you cook yourself?
Yes, sir.
And you have a kitchen, everything is available. Gas is through pipeline or through cylinder?
So through cylinder.
Cylinder. So you are already expert in running a house.
Yes, sir, we can say that.
You see that. Okay, fine. Now, how far is Kinnaur from your place?
So it generally takes around half a day to reach there, and if in case of bad weather, it might take even more.
And how often your parents come to you?
So my father usually visits 4 to 5 times a year, and the biggest vacation that he gets is during the winter time, which is of 2 months vacation, or we can say holiday, because the weather conditions in Kinnaur are not very good. So usually he takes his day
So
off.
how many times you go in a year? That's it.
So I have recently visited my mother's village in the February because of some bad news. Other than that, I usually do not go because currently I'm focusing more towards my studies.
So how many years you have been staying away from parents?
So my mother and father comes and goes, so it's not much of a gap. So if I have to pick up a larger factor, or maybe I have to see the bigger picture, I can say that they have been away from the time when I have came back from my post graduation.
Okay.
Approximately
So
2 years.
So Hamirpur, you were in hostel,
Yes, sir.
and this house nobody was there that time.
No, sir, at that time, my mother used to stay there because one of my cousin was still doing his schooling, so she used to stay there to take care of him.
So when you go to Kinnaur, how do you help your mother? Which activities?
So over there,
Or you relax?
I do not really know much about it because we have not went over there as much. But other than that, I try my best to help my parents in the farming sector. I do not know much, but when they teach me about the seeding or how to garden, then I do help them.
So what is the age of your parents?
Sir, my father is 56 and my mother is 53.
Both are equal, same.
No, sir, there is a little age gap.
Okay. So if I meet your mother and ask her that, Madam, Komal is your daughter, and tell me what you like in your daughter and what you feel she should improve. If she tells me the truth, what will she tell?
Sir, she will say that the quality that she likes the most about me is that I am very hardworking. And the quality that she does not like the most about me is that I get a little emotional in some sensitive subjects. Other than that, I am totally fine child to her.
Now that you are alone in Solan,
Yes.
who is your go-to person with whom you share your intimate news, your personal feelings? With whom you share?
Sir, I usually talk to my mother approximately 2 times a day, and with her, I usually share my daily routine. If she is not available due to some reason, I talk to my best friend, and she also lives in Solan, so we communicate. And if I want to meet or if she wants to meet, we meet up.
So how many friends you have in Solan?
In Solan, sir, I majorly have one close friend, and other than that, I have multiple other friends, but they are not that close.
So you meet those friends, no?
So sometimes I meet them, yes.
Okay. So money approximately out of say 11,000-12,000 rupees, 15,000 rupees, whatever goes in the rent and whatever electricity bills, how much you spend in the house? What is your average expenditure?
Sir, usually it is for the kitchen essential. It is usually 500 per week because I like to have chicken once a week, and for that I usually spend around 500. And there are also fruit bills that are also included in that, so it would be approximately 2,500 per week per month.
Overall?
Yes, sir.
2,500, your entire month goes on ration?
Yes, sir, for the kitchen essentials like fruits and vegetables. Other than that, if I have to say that about the rice and the wheat, for that we usually have a storage room for that. And if not, if we have to buy, it would be around like 700 for the rice bag of 10 kg and around 400 for the 10 kg of wheat. Yes.
See, 2022 you finished your engineering. Already 2 years
Yes.
in house in Solan.
Yes.
How do you spend your time whole day?
So usually I wake up at 6 or maybe 7, depending upon the day prior. And when I wake up, I usually get freshen up and I make myself a lemon tea. And after or during when I'm drinking the tea, I usually plan out my day. It usually includes the current affairs of the day as well as a walk and exercise and some of the major subjects that I think I should focus in the day. Yes, sir.
Okay. So you already told me your routine. So you have sufficient time for yourself to take enough rest.
So it's not really that simple. When you are alone at your home, you have to work everything with your own. I have to clean the house multiple times because it is such a big house that my mother scolds me if I do not clean it enough.
So how do you spend your spare time? I know what kind of games and sports, what are other activities, what kind of reading do you do, what kind of magazines, books, newspapers, and internet. Then you say television. So what all you generally utilize for your self-development and how deliberate?
So usually in my spare time, I sometimes like to watch anime, or I like to watch some other some important factors some important topics in geopolitics or international relations from Study IQ because they really give us a really deep insight. And other than that, if I have to spend my time, I usually like to cook. I look out for recipes from the YouTube and then I just copy them.
And about knowledge, reading, you know.
So I do not read that much, but I try to compensate that with the videos that I watch on different subjects.
So if I ask you that Russia has been fighting Ukraine for the last 2 years, why they have not been able to declare victory so far?
Sir, the main factor would be that as Russia is such a global power, it has enough arms and equipments to support the war for a long time. And as far as Ukraine individually is not that much strong, but NATO countries have been helping Ukraine out, so the war has still continued.
On the same lines, if I ask you Israel,
Yes, sir.
how is Israel, able to defend themselves from so many countries which are around them?
So it is because of the Israel's defense system. They have a really nice defense system. They have Iron Dome, and other than that, I have forgotten about the other thing. But I know that they have a really nice defense system, which can be proven with.
Is it only the system, or there are some other things also which are helping Iran, Israel?
So other than that, I do not think that many countries are helping Israel out, and they.
What about America?
No, sir. They are, although they were helping earlier, but currently they are not helping much because of the protests that have been going on in their universities.
You have heard about North Korea? What kind of country is North Korea?
Sir, Korea is usually run by the dictator, and there is not much freedom in there.
So, who are the friend countries of North Korea?
So North Korea is its only friend, I guess, and
There is nobody North Korean friend?
so not
Which are the
that.
other countries that are running on the same lines as North Korea?
So we can take an example of China,
Okay.
but the Chinese government is very what we can say clever about their policies, or the defense sector or the economic boost
Okay.
is what differs China from North Korea.
Okay.
Yes.
You have seen the recent results, election results. Expected was something else,
Yes.
happened something else. How do you explain the kind of result that has come?
Sir, there are certain factors that contributed to it. The first one would be that if we have to see the main agenda or the motto of the BJP from the last years, it was mainly to develop the Ram temple in Ayodhya.
Okay.
But the people around the Ayodhya and the people residing inside the Ayodhya were not very happy about the decision, as they thought that the government money could have been used in a much better way. Other than that, the rising unemployment rates is the main reason, and for contributing in that, we can say that the Agnipath scheme also fired up the
Okay.
situation.
So what is your opinion about Agnipath?
Sir, Agnipath scheme is a really nice scheme. If we see it from the defense point of view, it will be helpful to inculcate more youths in the armed forces, as well as it will also help in the pension bills of the country, and it will also boost up the country's defense equipments as well as technology.
So why is the country opposing it?
So, because of the main factor would be that the service period is very small, and the benefits that are going to be provided are not enough for the current times. Yes.
See, you are a well grown up individual,
Yes.
enough experience in life, seen everything.
Yes.
So you must have voted also so many times.
Yes.
So while voting, what do you consider? Candidate or the party?
So I think what I consider the most is towards the party, because ultimately the party is what is going to govern the policies, and if the state government is aligned with the central government, I think it would be more beneficial, and the policies that would be made.
Suppose the party that is ruling in your area
Yes, sir.
is your choice,
Yes, sir.
but the candidate has not done anything.
Yes, sir.
Then what do you do?
So that is a tricky question. For that, I would like to say that the candidate should be selected.
I am saying candidate is not. You find that candidate is not suitable. He is not. He is just enjoying party's name.
So even though that might be the case, before coming to the Dehradun Institute, I heard my best friend and her sister talk, and she also talked with me. They told me that even though they liked the party candidate more in the Solan area, but they still voted for BJP because of the manifesto. I think the people always look at the bigger picture, and I think that would be more beneficial for them in certain cases, because she did not like that the manifesto of the Congress party was mainly driven towards other categories and the benefits of other categories. They were not considering the general population of the country.
Komal, very nice. We had a nice interaction, and you told me a lot of things about you, various aspects. But I firmly believe that you know yourself more than anybody else. No one can claim it. So I would like to hear from you that what do you feel is the most plus point of your personality, and you can tell me 2 areas where you want to get.
Sir, the most plus point of my personality would be the ability to not give up.
Okay.
Because I think that if you have dedicated your life and your time in any aspect, you should work upon it no matter how hard it is.
Okay.
And the aspect that I would like to work upon is, as you can clearly see in the interview process also, I got a little emotional during my father. And that would be my first aspect, and other would be I would like to be a little more confident.
Okay. Fine. So we discussed so many issues. If there is something that we have not discussed, left out by me or left out by you, and if you feel I should know it, you can tell me.
So I do not really think that we have left out anything, because
I made an attempt to cover your way,
yes, sir.
but if something is left, some major achievements you had, some big things you have done, some mistakes you have done that you would not like to repeat in life, you can tell me.
So there is nothing that I would not like to repeat in my life, because the mistakes and the experiences what make us a human. And other than that, I do not think that there is anything other than
Alright.
this.
So any question you would like to ask, though it is not fair that I keep asking.
No, sir, there is
No?
nothing.
Thank you so much. All the best.